What's up, fight fans? This is Kirk DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning, once again, Carl the Cobra Froch, Anthony Joshua. Get this. This is new. Carl Froch explains, I don't think Joshua's legacy can be compared to mine. The former WBA and IBF super middleweight champion Carl Froch has told Williams Hill's podcast up front that Anthony Joshua's boxing legacy is not even comparable to his own, and that Joshua didn't listen to legendary trainer Rob McCracken, as we know, because we heard that story. And he said, I don't think Anthony Joshua's legacy can be compared to mine. You have to look at who you fought, what level you fought at, the timing of the people you fought, and how many unbeaten fighters you've beaten. I beat Jean Pascal for my first world title, who then went on to become light heavyweight unified world champion. I beat Jermaine Taylor, Arthur Abraham, Mikhail Kessler, Glenn Johnson, Andre Durrell in a very close fight. And then I went to beat George Groves, who was also unbeaten and 10 years younger than me, in not one, but two fights. When you look at the run of fights and the level of opposition time after time with back-to-back title fights, you can't compare that to Anthony Joshua. Okay, now, me counterpunching Carl Froch, because I could have continued, but there's no need. Why? Because first of all, Carl Froch, who in the hell is comparing your legacy, your career, your resume to Anthony Joshua's anyway? Besides you. Counterpunch. So you're saying nobody can compare it to me. The only person is comparing the resume is you comparing yourself to Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's not sitting back worried about you. Now, you think he doesn't get pissed from you taking jabs at him all the time? Yeah, he does. But he's not trying to compare his resume to you. And in fact, to me, it sounds a bit like someone trying to convince everyone else of something that isn't real when they're the only ones that believe it's real. Okay, so I think the only problem Carl has with Anthony is that Anthony beat the one thing that he talks about all day long. And what is that really? The man last week said, oh, well, I'm so happy that I got my Hall of Fame inductee and I'll go back to England a happy man. But I did what I did in front of 80,000 people at Wembley. Like, why would you even have to bring that up if you know you have a new accomplishment on the table? You have a new accomplishment on the horizon, and all you can do is talk about what happened in yesteryear. You know, and I know the problem. We all know the problem. Carl Froch hates Anthony Joshua because Anthony Joshua, along with Vladimir Klitschko, beat his record, and that he's been butthurt and really offended ever since. I mean, let's just be real about it. If Anthony Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko wouldn't have reached the numbers of him, he probably wouldn't even had anything bad to say about Anthony Joshua. See, what makes it that much worse is because not only did he break his record, he broke his record with a trainer, a corner that he come up under. So in Carl's mind, I figure, you know, looking at the psyche of Carl, he looks at it like this guy has really outdone me based on us coming from the same ground, okay? The same gym. And this guy has done more than me coming after me. I'm the predecessor to him, and he's done more than me, and I can't stand it. That's what's happening right now with Carl. And it's just crazy for him to even bring that by association, because if Carl, this is the thing, newsflash Carl, if you keep trying to say where your resume is compared to Anthony Joshua's, you're going to associate yourself with him to the point where people will start comparing you to. No, he doesn't have a resume like yours because you are retired. You have nothing else to prove. So why are you trying to prove that you're better than Anthony Joshua and Anthony Joshua ain't done yet? What is the hoax? What is the desire? What is this push and this force between you trying to show that you're better than Anthony Joshua? I don't get it. 80,000 fans compared to 90,000 fans. Oh, you know, it's like, What is with you? And it just shows you how narcissistic you really are, because you can't get over that. You bash the man, you trash the man, you tell the man, first of all, remember, he didn't supposed to have a legacy. Anthony Joshua didn't even supposed to have a legacy, remember? I don't think he has much of a legacy. Well, your legacy that you claim, he beat that already, didn't he not? He already did what you didn't do. You didn't do 90,000 at Wembley. See, if Carl Froch wasn't as narcissistic and actually, tried to really think and navigate through things and he could come out on top, he should actually think that, well, look, yeah, he might have beat me at that, but at least I could do is shut the hell up about the Wembley deal. See, he's proud of that Wembley deal, but what makes him what makes him cringe is the fact that somebody else has already done those numbers. In fact, somebody has beat Joshua's records in Vlad's record, and that was Tyson and Dillian. So, you don't hear him going on and on and on about that, though, do you? But you hear him talk about over 80,000 at Wembley Stadium. Okay, dude, shut up about it. It's been done already. You can't talk about being the best because the best has overcome you. You've been outdone, so stop it. Stop it already. So if you were smart, you would shut up about the 80,000 because it's more than 80,000 now. It's been 90,000 and then 94, 95,000. So shut up about the Wembley Stadium because it's over. It's been outdone. Okay? So at least if you were smart, you would be talking about your resume and as opposed to everything else or that one thing that you are so proud of. Let it go. What you could do, you can talk about what Anthony Joshua don't got. You can talk about what Dillian White don't got. You can talk about what Tyson Fury don't got. I know. But you can talk about all those things they don't have that you do. What is that? Hall of Fame. Okay, talk about that all day until you're blue in the face. But then don't talk about, legacy and this, that, and the other when we all know your butt hurt over Wembley Stadium because you can't shut up about it. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Carl Froch saying that Anthony Joshua's resume is not comparable to mine. Like, who asked you? Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!